Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coon Rapids High School for CTN's live coverage of 16U softball. The Minnesota Sox hosting the Rush from River Valley.
River City.
So close. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and Howie, a beautiful day to play softball.
It really is. Sun is shining, a little bit of a breeze. These are two really nice softball squads that we're going to get a chance to watch. The Sox coming off a tournament in Minnetonka that they won. A very successful program in River City as well. So this should be a lot of fun.
Similar records, but more importantly, everybody a winner by playing some sort of sports or doing any type of activity.
Absolutely.
In the summer of 2020. Abby Ness will get the start for the Sox. And we are ready to get this game underway. First pitch fouled off by Riley Miller.
Well, Riley comes in hitting .450 on the season. She's a good leadoff hitter. She gives her team an opportunity to score early.
Off-speed pitch, grounded back on the left side. Olsen fields, throws in time to Schmidt for out number one.
Well, it's nice to retire that first batter, especially who's hitting .450.
We often talk about how quickly the softball moves.
Yes.
Perfect example is Lainey Olsen standing in the batter's box to hand the bat back to Miller as she walks back.
Olsen hitting .250 as she steps to the plate.
Most baseball games, the other guy's still in the on-deck circle. This one foul, and it's quickly 0-2 for Olsen. The Rush able to make some good contact early on against Ness. Hardly a pitch has gotten by him except that one. Lainey Olsen swings and misses for strike three and out number two.
Yeah, nice job getting with swinging strike.
Yeah, it's the first pitch from Ness that was not touched by a Rush bat. Brianna Heyman looks at a pitch at the knees, strike one.
Heyman steps to the plate, hitting .263.
This one skied right side of the infield. Coming in is Numala. She squeezes it in a very, very quick top half of the first. A short break. And the Sox at the plate after this on CTN.
To look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. What they came back with, a different energy. But something was off.
Hello everyone and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really was.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at Coon Rapids High School, a very quick top half of the first inning. And the home team an opportunity to get to the plate. Cordy Johnson, the opposing pitcher, hoping to have similar success to her counterpart was able to breeze through the top of the inning with just 7 pitches. Leah Numela leading things off for the Sox. Gabby Olson on deck. Jaden Gale is hitting third with Alex Schmidt in the cleanup spot. Grace Graham, then Jennifer Carlson, Vivian Hernandez, Lydia Cutler, and Abby Ness. And below that, they've got Mary Olson and Eliana Broadway as they will bat 11. Called strike. Gets Johnson ahead 0-1. That one's low. It evens the count.
Yeah, we saw Cordy Johnson warming up before this game. She's got some nice stuff. And she is their ace.
Gets Numela swinging at another pitch that was right at the bottom, maybe below the zone. Maya Johnson behind the plate, no relation. And now 2-2. Numela chips that one foul. It'll be 2-2 again. Little equipment adjustment for Maya Johnson behind the plate. And we'll try it 2-2 again. Down in the dirt, and it's a full count.
And the Sox love to get that leadoff hitter on here. After a nice inning in the field to start this ball game, they'd like to see if they can get a little run production here in their bottom half of the first.
Instead of swinging, strike 3. A long at bat, but it ends in the pitcher's favor as Johnson records the strikeout and brings Gabby Olson to the plate.
You saw it, third base coach, head coach Kennedy Kerr for the Minnesota Sox.
First pitch down low, 1-0. And then rising fastball, and Olson tried to go up the ladder after it and came up underneath.
Yeah, those are those kind of pitches you would you wish you would have held off on. A nice pitch at the knees.
Gets Johnson back ahead, and they count 1-2. And that is a called third strike. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Rush pitcher. Jaden Gale now at the plate. Called strike on the outside edge, even the count 1-1.
You know, she's going to be tough to hit if she continues to keep the ball within the zone. She's got a lot of speed on her fastball. That was a nice pitch there.
And gets ahead of the count against Jaden Gale. This one shot foul. We'll try again.
Oh, nice job by Gale, making sure she protected the plate and keeps her at bat alive. Of course, these Sox, neither one of these teams have seen each other.
This one popped up in foul territory, wide of third base. Good chase made by Loretz, but it's just a foul, and we'll get at least one more 1-2 pitch. Another one skied back and out of play and into the other field. The at-bat will continue at 1-2. Three two-strike fouls for Jaden Gale. that's called third strike at the knees, inside edge. And Johnson able to fan the side in the bottom half of the inning. Both teams go in order in the first. What will the second bring us? We'll find out after a break on CTN.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How is it? Is it good?
Back at Coon Rapids High School, a beautiful day for softball, and the pitchers keep on pitching this way. It may be over all too soon. This one grounded toward the gap past a diving Gabby Olson, and a leadoff single for Alex Schmidt on the first pitch of the second.
Olson made a good effort at it, but it got by her just under her glove. It was sharply hit back towards the shortstop position, and Olson has to go to her right.
Apologize, that was Maya Johnson who had the leadoff single. I'm looking at the wrong side of the ledger again. Got to flip the book over between innings, Joe.
Well, this is just your third game, isn't it, ever doing this? Third ever.
Right. And now Cordy Johnson is the hitter, and Heyman is the runner for Maya Johnson. Cordy Johnson down the line, drops just in front of Kurtler, and back-to-back singles. And the Rush have a little something going here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, Kurtler, made an effort at it, but that ball kind of died a little bit, and she couldn't get to it in time. Lady Olson is going to be the courtesy runner at first.
This one fouled, and it's 0-1. Called strike. Gets Nets ahead in the count, 0-2.
Obviously looking for that first out of the inning.
And that is the first pitch from Ness that has not been a strike. 1-2 to Emma Loretz. This one fouled to the backstop.
There's head coach Matt Callahan of Callahan Auto fame.
It's a good off-speed pitch for strike three, a big first out for Abby Ness and the Sox.
Yeah, beautiful pitch there by Ness.
And now Abby Peterson shows bunt, and that's going to spin foul, 0-1.
Good thought, say you advance the runners, makes it a difficult play to even get the runner out at first.
This one is short center. Coming in and making the catch is Mary Olson for out number 2.
Yeah, that's a big second out, because if they can get out of this inning without any runs, run production, it would be a big one for the Sox in the field.
McKenna Rotzi trying to spoil that situation with her at bat. And that pitch inside 1-0. This one backing out of play, evens it up.
Head on it. Keep your head right on it. Just looking for a gap. That's all you want. Come on, one strike.
Another one foul backing out of play. And it's a good thing there's not another game going on behind us, because they'd have a lot of timeouts.
They would be. It would be, definitely.
This one softly towards second, catching it just off her shoe tops is Leah Numala. And after back-to-back singles, it's 3 straight outs. No score after an inning and a half. You're watching 16U softball live on CTN.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Coming to bat here in the bottom of the second inning, Alex Schmidt, the first base minder, leading off. Taking a pitch low, 1-0. This one fouled to the backstop, and we're at 1-1. Well,
Courtney Johnson had a nice first inning, and the Sox batters were trying to figure it out here. She struck out the side.
Now up high, gets her behind in the count, 2-1. And now 3-1. She threw quite a few pitches in that first inning, but it's certainly pitch count less of a concern in softball than it is in baseball. And that's going to be a leadoff walk. Sox get their first base runner. Catcher Grace Graham will dig in next. Underneath the fastball, 0-1.
Yeah, she came back with some heat on that pitch.
Down and in.
You know, ever since we got rid of our radar gun, it would be nice. I found this inexpensive one online. It's just fast, faster, and really fast. So I'm not really sure how to get it to work.
That one up high, but unable to check the swing was Graham. It's 1-2. This one popped up to short. Underneath it is Miller for out number one. Second guess myself there for a second.
It did. I thought it was like a dance move. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
And that'll bring up Jen Carlson. Takes the fastball at the belt, 0-1. Nice kid.
Yes, absolutely.
Dating the best-looking kid at Coon Rapids High School. Down and in.
Did Aaron tell you to say that?
Well, I just figured since he looks like me.
Well, of course, he's splitting image.
1-1 count.
A little more
down low.
Well groomed than you.
A little. He's in a little bit better shape.
Yes, he is.
Runner at first, 1 out. Another one low, and it's 3-1. This one high down the right field line will drop in fair territory and spin into foul territory. And fortunately, Schmidt able to get over to second due to the spin that took it into foul territory. But that'll be a single for Jen Carlson. First hit of the ball game for either team. 2 on, 1 out here for the Sox in the bottom of the second. And Vivian Hernandez coming to the plate.
Oh, the Sox here threatening with just 1 away.
Rising pitch up over the head of Hernandez. It's 1-1. Got a good piece of that, and is going to drop that in front of right field, too. They try and come home, and that's not in time. They might have had a chance to get Carlson at second. She had to hold up, make sure it was going to drop, but instead, the throw from Rotz to the plate, not in time to get Schmidt. It'll be an RBI single for Viv Hernandez.
Yeah, nice job here. The last couple of hits, been able to fall and find the green. And that time, as you mentioned, Alex Schmidt did a nice job of coming around and getting the first run of the game here tonight.
And now Lydia Kurtler will try and keep it going. Fastball down low, 1-0. Backing out of play, 1-1. Up high, 2-1.
A little bit of trouble here for Courtney Johnson. The bottom half of the second.
One already across, 2 runners on. And a 3-1 count now to Kurtler. And that's up high, and the bases are loaded. And a chance for Abby Ness to help her own cause. Bases juiced, only 1 out. 1 already across. Way upstairs from Johnson, and a good grab by Maya Johnson. And make sure Carlson wouldn't have a chance to try and come home.
Johnson's just trying to compose herself on the mound. As her
that
pitches.
One does get away from her, but a late jump by Carlson. She'll stay at third. Everybody stays where they are, 2-0.
Well, there's not a lot of room behind home plate here,
no.
So it's tough to score from third on a ball like that.
Down in the dirt, scooped up, but it's 3-0. And now Johnson in danger of walking home another run. That one clips the top part of the zone, and
she needed
gives
that.
Johnson a chance to come back here. 3-1 now. And there's a good fastball at the knees. Full count. Chop foul and out of play.
that time Ness doing a good job. Just make sure it protects the plate, gets a piece of the softball.
And that is outside, ball 4, RBI walk for Abby Ness. It's a 2-0 lead for the Sox.
And again, just with one away.
And now it's Mary Olson. That one gets to the backstop. Hernandez comes home. The throw is wide. And she slides in safely to make it 3-0.
Johnson, she's having some issues, some control issues here in inning number 2. There's Hernandez coming in to score.
And now it's 1-0 to Mary Olson. Butts that one. That one was up high and ends up foul, backing out of play. It's one you'd like to see Olson recognize, pull back, and get ahead in the count 2-0. That one's way high, but bounces right back, and there's no chance that Kurtler was going to be able to score on that. Moving over to third is Ness.
Yeah,
I mean it came off hard right back to Maya Johnson, and she was waiting for her at the plate.
And the one that Hernandez scored on, that ball kind of took an angle and went off, so she had a little more of an opportunity to get to the plate. But yeah, that's a tough one to try and score from third.
Called strike. They're going to score on that one. That one that got by as well. I took my eye off it. I didn't see how it got away from Maya Olson.
It hit the dirt and skipped past her.
2-2.
I'm sorry, it went over her head. Close to hitting the dirt.
So you weren't watching either.
So was the other one.
Swinging strike. But a couple of wild pitches helped the Sox put 4 across the plate. They had 2 hits in the inning. They leave no one. They lead 3-0 after 2 on CTF. 4-0. Plants throws deep downfield. Milwaukee behind the defense has the catch, and he is gone.
Great showing in the 100 butterfly. She can't quite catch the leader. And it's hard to throw you for a loop.
No, not when it comes to swimming. It's not.
Oh, it's so nice to all be sitting down together. You can tell me something they did today.
I drew a horsey.
Good for you, son.
I started smoking.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'm selling bongs out of our minivan.
I got a tramp stamp.
I'm getting implants.
I'm dating your brother.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking meth in the basement.
Great idea, kiddo. That's why you're so popular at school.
So Abby Ness takes the circle with a nice 4-run lead. A couple of wild pitches, just 2 hits in the inning, but 4 across. And Tori Irwin leading off, swinging hard, coming up empty, 0-1. This one foul and will crash off the fence down beyond the Coon Rapids, or the Minnesota Sox dugout. Jen Carlson playing at first base now. Good movement on that pitch, but Irwin not buying. 1-2. This one is foul and also just out of the reach of Carlson. Irwin will stay alive.
And that's doing a good job of locating her pitches as well.
Two-two pitch, fouled to the backstop. The Rush able to get back-to-back singles to start the second inning, but left those ladies stranded with 3 straight out. Curveball hit slowly back to short. Gabby Olson to Alex Schmidt, or over to Jen Carlson for out number 1.
Yeah, nice routine ground ball. Nice, good play at short for Gabby Olson. Nice throw across to Carlson.
Back to the top of the order, and Riley Miller. And she screams a grounder through the middle for a 1-out single.
Okay, Ness took a little something off that, and she liked the looks of it. She pushes that one back up the box.
Had some good heat off the bat. No chance for Olson at short. This one blooped down the right field line, and they're going to get back-to-back singles here.
The Sox scored 4 in the bottom of the second. Now the Rush trying to see what they can do here with runners on and nobody out. 2 runners on.
Heyman takes a pitch up high, 1-1, or 1-0.
I'm sorry, 1 out.
1 out. And they've got the run going. That one skips away from Schmidt over at third. Both runners able to advance and get into scoring position, trying to cut into this lead.
Well, they almost had Miller at second. Popped out of her glove and allowing her to take an extra base.
That was a tough take right there by Heyman. Gets her ahead in the count though, 2-0. Open bag at first, 2 runners in scoring position, 1 down. The Rush leading or trailing by 4, and this will cut into that as it's another solid single back through the middle. Quickly getting it back to the infield is Olson, but Miller scores from third. RBI single for Heyman. Runners at the corner, still only 1 away.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there. Through the hole, eluding Gabby Olson.
Maya Johnson, a fly ball to center, backing off and making the catch is Olson. Tagging and coming home is Lainey Olson. So a sacrifice fly by Maya Johnson will make it 4-2.
And they'll give up that run if they get that second out of the inning.
And now Cordy Johnson, single her first time up. She'd like to make up for some of the frustrations she endured in the top half or the bottom half of the last inning. This one hit pretty well to right, but pretty much right at Lydia Kurtler. And that is out number 3. But the Rush get 2 back. It's Sox 4, Rush 2. You're watching 16U softball live on CTN.
The award-winning community programming by CTN Coon Rapids is funded exclusively by cable subscribers. Without those subscribers, we would not exist. So no more coverage of local news, stories, events, and sports in our community. So thank you for subscribing to cable TV and for supporting CTN.
Hey! Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
Back at the ballpark, River City pushing a couple runs across. Trying to answer the 4 runs the Sox scored in the bottom of the second.
Well, the Sox trying to see if they can come back and get some of those runs back that they lost in that last inning.
First pitch.
Oh,
good effort at second by Irwin. Just able to get up enough to snag that one before it dropped in the short outfield
I thought
grass.
that was going to drop. That was a nice play. I thought it was going to get over her head, but she made a nice play. Stay with the ball.
This one down the left field line, and a good job by Miller to get over there and track that one down, and Newell is done on a pitch.
2 very quick outs.
Well, after throwing 34 pitches in the second inning, Johnson gets 2 outs on 2 pitches to start the third. Good fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, she'd certainly like a quick inning here, and she's getting one so far.
This one grounded to Miller at short. Up with it, throws over to Olsen, and a very quick 1-2-3 bottom half of the third inning. After 3, it's Minnesota 4 and River City 2 on CTN.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my 3rd child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin.
Top of the 4th inning. After Minnesota scored 4 in the bottom of the 4th, the Rush able to get 2 right back in the top of the 3rd and then eliminate them real quickly on 4 pitches in the bottom of the 3rd inning. But Emma Loretz is out on a pitch to start the 4th with a little pop up to first.
Yeah, the Sox looking for the same kind of quick inning.
Well, so Schmitz and Carlson are just swapping spots on the corner infields. And how about how quickly can we do this?
Yep.
We got 2 outs on 2 pitches in the bottom half of the 3rd. Now 2 outs on 2 pitches here in the bottom half or top half of the 4th. McKenna Rotzi pop up first time at the plate, and this one hit well to center. Olsen tracking, makes the catch, and a 3-pitch top of the 4th inning.
Can't get any quicker than that.
After a 4-pitch bottom of the 3rd. The break's going to be longer than the inning. Don't go anywhere. We're back on CTN after this.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
after the pitchers dominated the first inning, the Minnesota Sox got going in the second, aided by a couple of wild pitches, couple of singles. They've brought 4 runs to the plate. But not to be outdone, as you see the wild pitch, not to be outdone, the rush right back in the top half of the third and score 2, cut that lead in half. And since then, since the top of the third, we've played a full inning on 7 pitches. A full top and bottom half of the inning on 7 pitches.
That's amazing. We talk about how quickly these games go, but never usually that quick of an inning.
So Jaden Gale will lead things off, and that one
got
almost
away
out
from
of the stadium.
I got away from him.
Well, she didn't want to, rush through the order
this time.
Quite so fast this time. Rush through the order?
I got it.
Rush?
I got it.
All right, I was just making sure.
Yeah, no problem.
And now down in the dirt with the fastball, 2-0. 3 walks in that second inning for Johnson. In the first and the third, she's been outstanding. She fanned the side in the first and was done in 4 pitches in the third. Maybe it's the even numbered innings. She just
very well could be,
because she's off to a 3-0 start here against Gale, who she struck out first time around. And instead, this time, a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff batter. That's how the second inning started.
Now we're not going to get probably not going to get a quick inning. Those chances are.
Well, it's already longer than either of the last 2 half innings, because we're going to see a 5th pitch. And we have a base runner, and we have a courtesy runner.
Gabby Olsen.
Alex Schmidt walked and scored to start that big inning for the Sox in the second. A tough one to take, but it's called high, 1-0. And another one up high, 2-0. And now inside makes it 3-0.
This is a game where your pitcher can be on or your pitcher can be off, and right now.
Well, to see how Johnson has gone from hot to cold and back again in the early part of this game is unusual.
Yep.
She found the zone there, 3-1. And that is ball 4. Back-to-back walks for the Sox. Brings Grace Graham to the plate with nobody out. Already up 4-2. This one chopped to the left side. Miller Fields gets it to Lawrence to get the lead runner. Graham to first on a fielder's choice.
There you see Olsen. She kind of held up purposefully so they would only have 1 play to make, and that at third base.
Now Jen Carlson stands in, takes a strike. She has had a single and scored her first time up. Underneath the fastball, falls behind in the count, 0-2.
Sox trying to get a couple of runs back after taking a 4-0 lead, and the rush came back to cut it in half.
This one skied, and it's an infield fly as it's snared by Irwin for out number 2. Viv Hernandez, RBI single, and later scored first time up. Hustled home on a wild pitch. It got past Johnson into the backstop. This one grounded up the middle, scooped up by Miller. Throws over, but it's low. It gets away. Coming home to score is Schmidt. Over to third is Graham. And the error keeps the inning alive and adds to the lead for the Sox.
Yeah, getting one of those runs back, and then and again, that's just a nice throw. It's just a little bit low, but it goes off her glove.
So Lydia Kurtler swings and misses 0-2, and Hernandez just jogging over to second base, trying to bait the throw, see if they can get the double steal, but the rush will let her go on fielder indifference. Kurtler behind in the count, 0-2.
That time, good job by Maya Johnson just to keep that ball in front of her and making sure it didn't get by. She was able to get a piece of it with her glove.
1-2 pitch. Didn't miss by much. Kurtler stays alive. 2-2. Swinging strike three, and that will do it. But the Sox get one more. They lead 5-2 as we head to the fifth inning on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick, Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything.
I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor.
If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Tori Irwin leading off the fifth inning for the Rush. Ground ball to short, her first time up.
Well, now they rush down by 3, trying to see if they can manufacture some things here in inning number 5.
This one fouling out of play and a quick 0-2 advantage for Abby Ness. Don't look at me like that. Changed up the speed, but Irwin fouls it out of play. The dugout and the bench players getting their exercise, chasing all the foul balls. This one in play, backhanded by Schmidt. Saunter over to the bag for out number 1.
Yeah, that ball was hit sharply, even though she wasn't able to field it as clean as you want. Plenty of time to grab it and jog to the bag.
So now back to the top of the order.
Nice pitch.
Riley Miller takes a strike. Miller singled and scored her last time up.
Yeah, I know.
That one froze her, but it stays high, 1-1.
Yeah, a little bit up. Didn't miss by a lot, but a little bit. A little high in the zone.
My wife
This one fouled to the backstop. And Ness back in the driver's seat.
Hey, you're trailing a little bit. Your hands are falling from here. Right?
That one in there for a called third strike.
Pretty pitch.
Out number 2, just the third strikeout of the game for Abby Ness. But she had a 3-pitch inning in the 4th, so no strikeouts in that inning.
No. Unless you call once.
Lainey Olson coming up swinging. She fouls it off. She also singled and scored in that 3rd inning for the Rush. Can't quite catch up that time, and she's behind in the count 0-2. This one grounded to the left side, bounces away from Olson. And safe at first is Lainey Olson.
Yeah, again, unfortunately too, because that was hit sharply. Would have had plenty of time to get her. Just couldn't control the ball in her glove. Pops by her and Rush with 2 out.
Brianna Hansen, an RBI single. Heyman fouls it back.
I like the swing though.
Just barely up out of the zone. A little bit of a late break for Ness. Easy take that time for Heyman ahead in the count 2-1.
Yeah, that pitch got away from her a little bit.
This one grounded hard past Carlson at 3rd and into left field. Second hit of the ball game for Brianna Heyman.
Yeah, it was hit solidly. Nice base hit there. We got a little something cooking with 2 outs. Runners at 1st and 2nd, trailing by 3. 5-2 in favor of the Sox.
Maya Johnson 1 for 1 with a single back in the 2nd inning. She had a sacrifice fly in the 5th to drive in the 2nd run. Off-speed pitch dies early, 1-0. That one chopped foul off the plate. Down and in, and it is 2-1. Doing some substitution. The great thing about this summer is it's all about having fun. There's not much on the line, and you know what? The rules kind of go by the wayside. All you got to do is ask the other coach, hey, do you mind if I take her off? Go let her get warmed up and
sure,
knock yourself out. But now Johnson looking at a 3-1 count, and Ness in danger of walking the bases full here with 2 away.
That didn't miss by much.
Looked pretty good.
It looked good to me.
But instead, it's ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Cordy Johnson. Johnson a single in the 2nd, and then a fly ball to right field that ended the 3rd inning. Opportunity to cut into this lead for her team and, of course, for herself as the opposing pitcher. This one popped up, a chance for Graham, can't squeeze it. And Johnson has new life.
Yeah, and she definitely does have new life. Unfortunately, Graham couldn't close the glove on that ball with a good chance to get the third out of the inning. But
try and get your body underneath it and bring it back to your body. But up and in, 1-1 to Cordy Johnson. This one backing out of play. This one poked foul, hit it pretty well, but well foul. And it's just a constant rotation for the bench players for the Sox, running after balls this way and that way, getting them to Coach Kerr, and she gets them right back. This one, easy play for Ness over to Schmidt. And they leave the bases stranded. 1 hit, 1 error, none across, and 3 left in the top of the 5th. Sox at the plate with a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the 5th after this.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their firsts with you.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Brianna Heyman taking over on the hill, or in the circle, for the Rush here to start the 5th inning. Comes in with their team trailing 5-2, facing bottom part of the Sox order here to start the 5th. But Abby Ness had an RBI walk and later scored. Mary Olson and Eliana Broadway also due up in the inning for the Sox.
Cordy Johnson threw a fair amount of pitches for her outing, and she was inconsistent. She was, good some innings, and that's as good in terms of control.
Well, hot and cold,
other innings.
I mean.
Yeah. But the Sox have staked themselves to a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, if you can get the pitcher you got in that 3rd inning, for the Sox, their 4th inning of pitching, you're just not going to breeze through batters.
No.
I don't care. Doesn't matter who you are. You're not going to
Exactly.
breeze through batters like that at any level with any consistency. But it was fun to see it back-to-back, a 4-pitch inning and then a 3-pitch inning.
Hey, you rarely see that.
As if Abby Ness said, you think that's good?
Yeah,
I can
well,
do you one
I can
better.
do you one better. I'll just throw 3 pitches. Take that.
But it says something about the defenses behind both pitchers.
I mean, they're making plays in the field, and that's, we talk about all the time, whether it's softball or baseball. You have to have a strong defense behind the pitcher, and throws a good outing, and if you got a good defense behind you, you're going to be successful.
1 error on the ledger for each squad. As we get ready to start the bottom of the 5th. So Nest, chance to see what Heyman's got first. Tried to drop down a bunt, but it was foul.
I like the thought.
Drops it down this time. Charging is Loretz. And the throw came.
Hope she's okay.
Looks like she's all right. Throw came out of the glove.
Got her on her shoulder.
That's going to be an error. That's.
Oh, yeah, she
ran right into
into
ran right into the ball and
popped out.
As long as it's not intentional, that's going to be an error though. And a leadoff runner on base for the Sox. Down and away. Good scoop by Maya Johnson. Way up high into the backstop. Hustling over to second is Ness.
Yeah, no opportunity that time for Maya Johnson to get to the ball in time to keep the runner at first or attempt a opportunity to throw her out.
2-0 the count to Mary Olson. Shows bunt, pulls back. It's a called strike at the knees. 2-1. Shows bunt again, pulls back, and again called strike at the knees. It's 2-2. And watches a called third strike. And after a little bit of a shaky start, a nice way to come back for Mary Olson. Eliana Broadway. Popped it up to second, back in the third. Takes a pitch up high, 1-1.
Sox trying to add a little insurance here, the bottom half of the fifth with a 3-run lead, 5-2, but I'd like to see if they can increase that margin.
This one hit high to left, backing off is Johnson, but she can't reel it in. They're going to send Ness home.
She's out.
And she is out at the plate. Sliding in safely at third is Broadway. Got a good stick on it, and a great effort really by Cordy Johnson to get back to it, but just couldn't reel it in at the end of her extension. So it'll be a double for Broadway. She'll advance on the throw. And a runner at third base with 2 away.
Yeah, she just tried to get it there. And you know, the important thing is for the rush is they threw the runner out the plate by a wide margin and gets that second out of the inning.
Outside, 1-1. Numa, the leadoff batter, looking for her first hit of the ball game. This one chopped left side. Loretz, the throw this time. Easy play for Olson. And they leave the runner stranded. An error doesn't hurt the rush this time. Sox leave one stranded at third base. Still, they lead 5-2 as we head to the 6th on CTN.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. What they came back with, a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young. And I'm Howie Shapiro, and
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Are you looking for a fun activity for your school or civic group? Volunteer at the Coon Rapids Recycling Center. The center relies on 2 to 3 volunteers every week to help us manage the recyclables that come in and to guide guests throughout the facility. Special events such as paper shredding or the Green Expo require even more volunteers. Stop in and check us out.
Kennedy Cares team up 5-2 as we enter the late innings. A new pitcher on for the Sox. Jen Carlson will take over and face Gabby Olson. First pitch, foul, and great effort by Graham, but nowhere close to getting to it. 0-1.
And the Rush started running out of outs here in the top of the 6th. This is an important inning for them. They would love to be able to cut in here a little bit, but you got to start out successful with the leadoff.
One down to the dirt, skips to the backstop.
Always all just about you.
1-1 to Emma Loretz. Up high, 2-1.
Hey, you're looking for your pitch.
Right down the middle, grounded to short. Easy play over to Schmidt at first. And that is out number 1.
That's Grace Graham at short. She made a nice play there. Nice throw to, I believe that Schmidt back at first. Yep.
This one popped up. Carlson will call it and make the play herself. So who's behind the plate?
That's Eliana.
Broadway?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got her on here as number 3.
Well, that's what I have on this roster.
But I guess I haven't paid attention.
Yeah.
This one
That's
popped
mine.
up and a chance.
That's Bobby's. No, that's
But
Bobby's
out of
not
play.
back there. Chris is back there.
So Broadway made the nice effort on that,
yes.
that initial pitch of
Yep.
the inning. Another one popped back and out of play.
You're still dropping some now, okay? Instead of coming
Try it at
down,
0-2.
park it.
Carlson trying to get out of this quick. Heading the count here 0-2 with 2 away. This one grounded. It'll get through for Rotzi, and she's got a 2-out single.
Yeah, nice base hit there to keep the inning alive for the Rush.
Stay back and give me a line drive.
Went up after the fastball and able to make good contact, driving through the hole. Tori Irwin will get to the plate. Pitch up high, 1-0.
Make her bring it down, nothing up here. Okay?
This one hit well, but well foul, and it's 1-1.
Hey, backside through. Get your backside through. Just like the knee throw we did. Get the knee through.
Goes up after that again, made good contact, pitch up out of the zone, but she made good contact, drove it foul. But Carlson ahead in the count now, 1-2. This one grounded to Schmidt, easy play, and a relatively easy inning for Carlson and the Sox. Go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Minnesota 5 and River City 2 on CTN.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
So Gabby Olson hit the first pitch of the inning here of the 6th. Pretty hard, but right at short. Miller to Olson for out number 1.
Yeah. If you're the Rush, you want to start out this inning quickly, get out of this inning quickly, because you are down to your last 3 outs.
Jaden Gale looks at a pitch up high, 1-0. Jaden Gale up high again, 2-0. This one hit well, hung up a little bit, but got over the head of Rotson right field. And Gale is in at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there by Gale. As the Sox looking to try and increase their margin.
Olson will replace Gale at second. Bring up Alex Schmidt. Couple of walks, couple of runs scored. This one popped up right in front of home plate, but wisely they let it spin back foul, and it's 1-1. Good pitch there. Gets Heyman ahead in the count, 1-2.
Big shout out to Zach and Caitlin Nienaber. They just had a baby boy, Huck. In fact, I just saw a picture that Huck's watching his first game on CTN tonight. So, we have one new fan tonight, hopefully. Unless he's crying, not happy with our broadcast here tonight. But
Dad's there at least watching to correct us on all the things we're we're getting wrong.
Yeah,
jersey numbers don't necessarily match what we have.
But we appreciate that.
And when they have helmets on, it's hard to tell.
Congratulations.
Even when they
to
don't
them.
have helmets on, it's awfully hard for us to tell. So a full count now to Alex Schmidt. This one hit to left center, and it will fall. They're going to round Gale and send her home. Pitch good. The throw got past second, And hustling in over there safely is Schmidt. They throw it out into center, and Schmidt goes over to third.
Yeah, that's just.
So that'll be an RBI double. She'll go to third on the error.
That was a nicely hit ball too, and it's going to get by the center fielder, and there's the throw in, but gets by. Smart base running.
Yeah, and this one hit real well down the left field line. Will drop into the corner. Coming home to score is Schmidt. And Grace Graham coasts in easily with an RBI double of her own.
Yeah, they're unloading on her this inning. They're able to increase that lead now 7-5, and then just smart
7-2.
7-2, I'm sorry. Smart base running by Graham as she takes third.
How did she get over there? I wasn't paying attention.
She ran.
And apparently neither were the rush.
That was again another nicely hit ball.
Not sure where the ball went when she decided to come over. But she's there safely.
She is.
Still only one out, and now Jen Carlson at the plate. Pitch called to strike on the outside edge, 0-1. Up high, 1-1. Down in the dirt, and that bounces off the umpire and skips away from Maya Johnson, but Graham couldn't see where it had gone, so she stays at third. Count is 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Swinging strike will load the count.
This is a big batter for Hammond too. With one away, they need that second out. They've got a major hole to dig out of once they get to the plate in the top of the seventh.
This one grounded to third. They're going to come home. She is safe underneath the tag. That's going to be an RBI single for Jen Carlson and an 8-2 lead for the Sox. Second hit of the ball game for Carlson, and you see why they would want to try and cut down that runner if possible, but had to throw over her, and you can see she reaches in with that front foot, gets to the plate before she is tagged. And now Viv Hernandez with still only one out, 3 runs in the inning on 4 base hits for the Sox. Three of the 4 are doubles in the inning for Minnesota. That pitch down in the dirt, skips away from Johnson. Over to third goes Carlson.
Second.
Just wait.
Okay. You're foreseeing the future.
I'll figure out which base is which. It's 3-0. That one way up high, ball 4. That'll bring up Lydia Kurtler. Two on, 1 out, 3 already across in the inning. Ballooning the lead to 6. Kurtler swings and misses, 0-1. Up high, 1-1.
Yeah, the Sox able to really do a nice job of increasing this lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Just tried to put this game out of reach.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Well, 4 more runs, then the game would be over.
Right.
Five straight have reached base. Kurtler got just a piece of that. Was way out in front of the off-speed pitch, but caught it with the end of her bat and stays alive at 1-2. And that's a big strikeout right there for Hammond.
Yeah, they needed that quite obviously. It's now 2 away. Good hitter at the plate, though. See that nice pitch to get her swinging for that strikeout for the second out.
Abby Ness walked and drove in a run and later scored in the second. Bases loaded walk. Reached on an error in the fifth. This one popped up wide at third. And it falls between the 3 of them charging. 1-2.
You gotta be careful there. Could have been a bad collision between the 3 of them.
Well, one of them's wearing a helmet and gear.
I know. I think she took the worst of it.
Possibly. It does look like she got a bit of a shoulder from Hammond. Well, it's the toughest position to play, even when it's not part of the job, or I suppose that is still kind of part of the job, but communication is key.
Yes,
2-2.
it is.
This one grounded back to Hammond, underhanded flip over to first for out number 3, but 3 more on the board, an 8-2 lead. Rush need a rally. We'll see if they can do it in the top of the 7th after this on CTN.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Back at Coon Rapids High School, Minnesota Sox trying to close it out here at 6-run lead as we start the 7th. Tagged on 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Give Jen Carlson a little more cushion as she gets out there. Her second inning in relief. Top of the order for the Rush. So I guess, you know, in this situation, that's where you want to be. Is,
you
do. Top of your order. Kylie Miller 1 for 3 with a single or run scored.
That is Mary Olson behind the plate. Just want to make
Thank
that
you,
correction.
Zach Nienaber.
Yes, thank you.
Hernandez out in center. I don't know if anyone else has changed. Down and in to Miller, makes it 2-1. And now up high, 3-1. Inside and low, ball 4 and a leadoff walk, and that's exactly what the Rush were hoping for. Get that leadoff runner aboard, get a little something started.
Well, they
needed to snowball.
Yeah, they need to get a little something started here, trailing by 6. As we mentioned, down to their final 3 outs.
By 1-0. Laney Olson 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 5th, but left stranded at 3rd base. Down and in, makes it 2-0. And Carlson, after a relatively smooth first inning, a little of relief, a little bit shaky to start her 2nd inning, trying to close it out. This one skied to short center. Hernandez is underneath it for out number 1.
Big first out for the inning. Get that first one under your belt.
Brenna Hammond, 2 for 3 with an RBI in the ball game. Looks at a pitch up out of the zone, 1-0. Another one up high, 2-0.
Just being patient at the plate, make her come to her.
And another walk, this one on just 4 pitches, so 2 on and 1 out for Maya Johnson.
A little shaky start so far here in the top of the 7th for Jen Carlson.
Johnson a single in the 2nd, a sacrifice fly in the 3rd, and then walked in the 5th. Pitch is up and in. It's 1-0. That's right there. They throw down to first, and ball dropped by Schmidt. Hustling over to 3rd is Riley Miller.
Trying to see if they can pick that runner off of first to get the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, it's a good heads-up base running by Riley Miller to go from 2nd to 3rd. But at this point, the Sox really don't have to worry about the runners on base. They fake the throw, and they'll let Hammond get over. Only thing that changes is takes a double play out of play, obviously. Two and one. Johnson swings and misses out in front of the off-speed pitch. 2-2.
Well, that was a nice pitch from Carlson as well. And we'll see at 2-2 what she offers here.
In the dirt, nice stop by Olson behind the plate, keep it in front of her. But now a full count. And Carlson in danger of walking the bases full. Just trying to make it dramatic. That one right there, strike 3. Run down to 3rd. Schmidt able to squeeze it and keep a close eye on Miller, keep her from trying to come home.
That's a big second out of the inning. She gets the strikeout, and a nice job by Olsen just to make sure. She flipped it to first and kept the runners on the bag at third and second, respectively.
So 2 out now. Cordy Johnson trying to spark a rally. Single her first time up, since then a fly ball and a ground ball out.
Nice job by Olsen to reach up and make sure she gloved that ball.
It's her job.
Well, no, I understand that's her job. She did a nice job. She did a nice
She
job
did.
doing it.
She did. Good pitch there. Gets Johnson swinging. Evens the count 1-1. This one hit well. Will fall in front of Hernandez for RBI single.
Well, she stayed with it. Nice piece of hitting there to score a run. That makes it 8-3 in favor of the Sox. 2 out, runners at the corners.
Hammond advances to third. And Emma Loretz, the batter. This one grounded back up the middle. Bobbled, and the throw will not be made. That's going to keep the inning alive. Grace Graham out of her normal position and skipped off her glove. Keeps the rush alive. Abby Peterson. Pitch up high, 2-0. Peterson has popped up to the pitcher in 2 of her 3 at-bats in the ballgame. She'd like to avoid that, needs to avoid that. That one skipped past Olston. Both runners are going to advance.
And that puts the count at 3-0.
And that is ball 4. Third walk of the inning for Carlson. Bases loaded now with 2 out.
Yeah, she's making it interesting.
And the tying run will come to the plate for the River City Rush in McKenna Rotz.
Hey, we got 2 outs, you're on contact.
So 2 away. Rotz comes to the plate. Her team trailing 8-4. She's got friends on every base.
She does.
That pitch way upstairs, 1-0.
Nothing above your shoulders, all right?
That one's right down the middle, and Rotz comes up empty with a big swing. It's 1-1. Down and in, skips away from Olsen. All the runners are going to try to advance. The throw not in time. Everybody's safe.
A 2-out rally here by the Rush have now cut the lead to 3. That one tough pitch. Couldn't get her body in front of it. Got by her, allowing the run to score.
Second wild pitch in the inning for Carlson. You don't have to even worry about either of the runners. All you got to worry about is the girl at the plate, because she represents the tying run. This one grounded to the left side, fielded and thrown over And that is out number 3. Like I said, they just wanted to make it dramatic.
Yeah, absolutely. Just give them...
Ness to Schmidt on the final out.
They didn't want it to end quite as early. They wanted to play a little bit more, and they certainly did.
Yeah, 3 straight reaching with 2 outs, and a couple runs come across. But the final is 8-5. The Sox victorious once again on CTN.
Yeah, a nice win for them. So they're going to move their record to be a 7-8. I think they're 6-8 coming in, 7-8.
16-2 is what I heard. That's the way I'll report it.
Okay, you report it that way. I'm all for it. I'm not going to argue with you.
Not a lot of record keeping and not a lot on the line for summer baseball and softball in 2020, but at least we get to play.
We do.
And we've had a great time bringing it to everyone who couldn't be here for a beautiful night for softball.
Yes, it really was. It was a fun game, and the Sox are victorious against a really good River City squad.
One more time, the final score, Minnesota Sox 8, River City Rush 5. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.